Now, guys, I want to add something else too. And again, this is more towards the individual that's falling into the trap. You got to be mindful, as we talked about, of your want to see that inmate. That's very important, guys, because we on the outside, we could see your behavior. We could see your change of behavior. One thing we can't feel is your want to see that inmate. That's something for you to determine. Like, why do I want to see that inmate? Ask yourself that question. Because when the want starts to turn into a need, you're way too involved. But I also want to talk about the shift in perspective. A while ago, I worked with somebody who kind of had a shift in perspective where they came into the profession very externally motivated. So again, their reasons for doing the right thing is what we discussed before. I don't want to lose my job, don't want to lose my family, don't want to get arrested, whatever it is, right? So now, granted, just to give you an idea of how this shift works, when an inmate starts to play a game with that officer and they're building that relationship, they're building that trust, that rapport, whatever you want to call it, all of a sudden, you could start to see the external incentive of and not wanting to lose my job, whatever those external incentives are, they start to get minimized when the officer starts to think, well, you know what? If I wanted to do something, I could do it this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. And then you're sitting there working next to this person and you're thinking like, wow, you thought of all this? Like, I mean, why are you coming to work thinking of 200 and something ways of how you could have sex with this inmate? Because what stopped you the first time was you didn't want to get caught. You know, that was the key. You didn't want to get caught because you didn't want to lose your job. You didn't want to lose your pay, whatever it is. Now you're thinking of ways you could do it. Well, Ganji, I'm not going to do it. I'm just telling you, if I wanted to, I could. Yeah, but how do we shift from that? Like, how do we go from this external incentive of you not wanting to do it to now thinking of possibilities? I mean, somewhere along the line, you've been thinking about having sex or some relationship with this inmate. I mean, you got it down to when your supervisor's tour. I mean, that's a lot going on in your head right now for me just to think that you're not overly involved with that inmate, because that's a lot of, if to me, and I'll go with Connie first, if you have someone spending most of their day thinking of, as an officer or as a staff member, thinking of ways they can have sex or develop a relationship with an inmate without getting caught, and they want to laugh it off like, yeah, but I'm just thinking about it. I mean, wouldn't your first question, or a good, honest question, be, why are you spending half your day thinking about how not to get caught having sex with this inmate?